Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to make 4 different types of ritual bath mixes. We will be making one for love, for abundance, cleansing or healing, and protection, using all dried herbs and different types of crystals. The first blend we will be making is for love, whether this is self-love, if you're in a relationship, or for attracting more love into your life. You don't have all of the herbs, just pick 2 or 3 that you might have on hand. It's all about the intention and energy that you put into it. The first stone you will need is rhodochrosite, and rhodochrosite soothes the heart, vibrates to the frequencies of inner peace, and is particularly good for self-love in order to heal emotional wounds. Garnet is very grounding, strengthening, and brings a passionate energy to this blend, while rose quartz is extremely soothing, nurturing, and has a very gentle, healing energy for the heart center. If you don't have all of these crystals, it's fine to just use herbs, but I just love adding in crystals into my workings. Of course, we're going to be using rose petals, and you could use either red or pink or a combination like I did here, but this will act as the backbone of your blend. And as always, make sure you're using organic flowers for these recipes as you will be bathing in them. For obvious reasons, we'll be using passion flower, which is said to bring luck in love, but also in herbalism acts as a mild sedative for insomnia and for relaxation, so it'll bring this sort of gentle, healing, relaxing energy to your current relationship or to any love that you're trying to attract into your life. You can use both the flower and the leaves for this, or if you just have the leaves, that's fine. Most of the dried passion flower you find online is usually just the stems and leaves, but since I picked this from my garden, I had the beautiful purple flowers in here, but either one, it doesn't matter, it'll work just as well. Next up is lemon verbena, and lemon verbena is often used in love charms and for marriage proposals or rites of union, and not to mention it smells amazing when you're rubbing this between your fingers. It smells just like lemon Fruit Loops. So just rip this into smaller pieces, or if you like, you can add it in whole. Next, you'll be adding dried hibiscus, and hibiscus is used to infuse love and lust into a relationship, and for some reason a lot of people don't use hibiscus, but it turns the water this really lovely bright pink color, which is an added bonus when you're using this in any type of bath teas or bath soaks. You can oftentimes find hibiscus at different grocery stores sold as a tea. Same goes for these rosebuds, so if you're having a difficult time finding any of these, just try looking in the tea aisle. Rosebuds carry all the same properties of the larger rose petals, but it symbolizes more of a budding of a new relationship or starting over. It has a much more delicate, fresh, and new energy to it. Citrus peels like orange are very useful in love workings, and they're said to bring harmony, joy, and bliss to a relationship. And they're also just uplifting in general, so they create a sense of happiness and joy. It is also said that bathing in orange or orange peels raises your level of attractiveness and helps attract a love into your life, bringing lots of luck and joy in love. The last herb that you will need is jasmine, and jasmine is associated with the moon magic, love magic, and it is said to bring a spiritually pure and a deep, long-lasting love into your life. So if that's what you're searching for, this will give you less of a superficial attraction and a more deep, meaningful romance. Give your final blend a little mix with your hands, putting in all your intentions for bringing love and attraction. You can set the mood for this bath by lighting some pink or red candles, maybe some rose incense, and then you can place a few handfuls of this into the bathtub. But for me, I find it's a little easier to use one of these muslin cotton bags, or if you have those types of sealable tea bags that you can get that you just heat seal afterwards. But I think it's a little bit easier to find these muslin bags. So just put a few tablespoons in there and drop it into a nice warm bath and enjoy. If you wanted to, you could also use the same blend as an incense, or you can mix it with salt and turn it into a bath soak. You can add some coconut milk with it and make it a really super moisturizing, luxurious bath. This blend is useful for a lot of different things, not just as a bath tea. The second bath tea that you'll be making is a protection bath, and the base for this soak is salt, which is extremely protective, and you can take this bath before you do any ritual work, or if you feel like you have any negative energies or entities attached to you. First ingredient you'll need for this protective bath tea is cedar, and cedar has long been used by native peoples for its protection and purification properties, and I'm using fresh here, but you could either use fresh or dry. But if you're going to be keeping it for a long time, I suggest you use dry. Next up, you'll be adding rosemary, and rosemary is ruled by the sun, which gives it a very strong, powerful energy in this blend. And rosemary has long since been used for purification and protection, making this the perfect herb to add. And rosemary is also highly connected to women, so if you identify as female, this is a great herb to have in your blend. If you are making the bath to take today, you can feel free to use fresh rosemary, but if you're storing this for later in a jar, definitely go with the dried. Sage is another wonderful, protective, cleansing, and purifying herb, and as always, if you watch any of our other videos, we're using garden sage. Don't use any white sage, as it is currently over harvested, but if you have some wonderful black sage or any of the hundreds of varieties of sage maybe that you have growing near you, that works perfectly. Lavender is another wonderful protective herb that is also cleansing and purifying, but also imparts a relaxing, soothing quality to your mix and is highly healing. It's one of those all-around herbs that's good to have in most blends that you make, and it smells amazing, so why not? Lavender is super easy to grow in your own garden or find at a nursery around your neighborhood, so this is one of the substitutions you can make for fresh if you can find it. Lastly, you're going to need frankincense, and frankincense is a resin that's ruled by the sun and the element of fire. It's been used since the time of ancient Egyptians. It's just a super potent, magical resin that can be used to enhance the speed of your manifestations or your workings, and I like to add this to this protective blend just for that extra kick. The stone for this blend is black tourmaline. It is considered a talisman of protection, a psychic shield that will deflect negative energies. It helps dispel negative thoughts, self-destructive thoughts, and chronic anxiety and worry. I am placing the 3 small stones into the bag, but you could also use one larger tumbled stone, and make sure your tourmaline is tumbled because in its raw form it comes apart in little shards. The third bath tea we'll be making is for healing. This can be physical healing, emotional healing, spiritual healing, also cleansing. And the 3 crystals we'll be using are clear quartz, fluorite, and amethyst. Fluorite is cleansing, renewing, and reinvigorates the physical body and the auric body. It also brings balance, stimulates the emotional healing process so that you can let go of old conditioned behavior and thinking. It also brings a greater spiritual and mental awareness. Amethyst is highly soothing for the nervous system, for the mind and body. It purifies the aura of any negative attachments as well as helping develop your intuitive abilities. It brings a sense of healing and peace to this tea. Clear quartz makes a wonderful companion stone to any other stones as it is self-cleansing and works with the energies of any other crystal. If you have no other stones, I suggest that you just use a single clear quartz point or tumbled stone. The first herb we'll be using in this blend is peppermint. And peppermint has long been used in healing potions and mixtures. If you think of the scent of peppermint, it's really invigorating and cleansing. Juniper is a great healing herb that is said to keep one healthy and assist those who need healing. It's believed to keep disease at bay and to help keep one safe from any injuries. Next are lemon peels, and lemon peels are highly cleansing and purifying. If you don't have the dried form, you can use fresh peel or even lemon juice in your bath water. Sage is used to promote health throughout one's physical, spiritual, emotional, and mental being. Sage may be used to purify oneself, removing negative energy and providing a healthy attitude towards life. Eucalyptus is another great purification herb that is used to purify your space or your body of unwanted energies, and when you're sick, you can even use eucalyptus in a face steam or in your shower to help open up your lungs and remove any mucus or congestion you might have. Lemon balm is a gentle nervine that relaxes both the mind and body. Magically, lemon balm can be used for both physical and mental illness. Lavender works to bring healing on all different levels, from uplifting depression to soothing your nerves, to help induce sleep and bring a sense of peace and comfort. Herbs like lavender are great because they're so multi-purpose and can be used for a variety of different uses. Since there are so many uses, you could use the lavender in the love blend as well, and we just use it in the protection blend. So with just a few herbs, you can make a few different projects. The last and final bath tea is going to be abundance. The two stones you'll need are green aventurine and citrine. Citrine is a stone of abundance and wealth. It helps attract prosperity, success, and good fortune. It is good for transforming dreams and wishes into tangible form. Green aventurine is known as a stone of opportunity. It boosts your chances in any situation, whether that's a new job, a court case, anytime you might need a boost of luck and confidence. The first herb you'll need are bay leaves, and bay leaves are wonderful for luck and prosperity. They're known for getting wishes granted by just simply writing down your wish and burning it. You can leave them whole or tear them into small pieces if you wish. Basil is another very common but potent herb that is used for a variety of purposes. In this blend, it brings luck and financial success. It helps draw more money to you, whether that's in business or finding a job or getting a promotion at work. Next up is chamomile. And chamomile is not only used for its relaxing and soothing properties, but also for good fortune and attracting money. It is said that washing your hands with chamomile brings you good luck. Orange peels are a symbol of good fortune and are often used in sachets or spells for prosperity. Orange peel also helps lift the mood, reminding us that there are happy times ahead. If you are out of work or have a lot of debt, orange peel reminds us that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Next is cinnamon, and you could use pre-made chips or take a whole cinnamon stick and grind it up in your mortar and pestle, or just add it in whole. And cinnamon is a very potent, strong, powerful herb, so it adds just that extra boost of power to any spell. Cloves are one of the most used herbs in prosperity magic. Clove incense is often burned to bring in wealth and prosperity. Cloves are also highly protective and in combination help keep the money flowing to you. Star anise is associated with luck. The star shape corresponds with the energy of the micro and macrocosm, as above, so below. It helps us manifest our desires and wishes through realizing our own power and abilities. Star anise helps bring your dreams into fruition. Any of these bath teas, simply pop in your tea bag, muslin bag, or sprinkle some over the top of your water, light some candles. If you want to light some incense, just set the mood for whatever ritual you're performing, or if you want to do this alone as a ritual. Have fun while making these, and if you're missing a few ingredients, don't worry about it. Use what you have. If you don't want to use the crystals, you can omit them. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you, and see you next time.